11:50. It's almost midnight, and I finally have time away from work to thoughts myself. And because my belief system is this shit's just a fucking game. So at the end of the day, the healthiest form of you is being a narcissist without being toxic to the environment, within the means of putting yourself first, but also willing to sacrifice your pride, your ego, and some of your stuff to continue to keep the environment to be healthy. But at the end of the day, you have to realize the community that you're in, as well as the environment. A sick environment will forever be sick no matter how much you sacrifice. And a healthy environment will always be healthy no matter how selfish you are. So it's just continuing to surround yourself around good, healthy people, as well as figuring out what drives you to want to continue to do what you currently do. And if you don't like what you currently do, just keep changing paths until you find it. And I don't know, for me, like, I've always kind of wanted to be a background character, but at the end of the day, I realize without even putting any effort in, I can easily get main star attention. And that's what kind of bothers me, because like, I'm not gonna get main star attention, but still get like background character value. So it's just like, And literally, I've been like, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying Ohio, but I just keep thinking about just like hopping states for a while. But it's, for me personally, it's just the reputation I've built on being reliable and then becoming unreliable and unsteady. Like, I'm really always kind of constantly fighting a very unhinged jump around. Like, hell, I even thought about recently just posting on social media, hey, anybody got contract sleep or something like that, just because I feel confident enough, like, even if I was to leave this current job that I'm working at now, I could find another job within a month in a different state. I literally came from Michigan. I wasn't even in Ohio for a fucking week, and I already got this 1-800 junk job, as well as I was getting approached by a care facility job. So depending on what state I'm in, I can literally figure out, well, depending on what state, city that I end up falling in, I can literally figure out what jobs are hiring. And for the fact that I would consider myself multi-talented, if not, I'm a teachable person, so therefore, like, work isn't an issue. But to me, it just feels like I'm chasing after something I can't essentially catch. Because happiness is supposed to be found within. So what's the point of just going out there? Like, at the end of the day, man, you're gonna figure out what you're looking for. It's just, I don't know. It's your trip. I can't tell you what your happiness is. I can't tell you what your goals are. I can't tell you shit about what you want and or need. These are just internal questions that you have to ask yourself. And focus on yourself when you answer, or focus on things that draw your attention or fire you up. Like, for me personally, not many things fire me up. Like, the only thing I really understand is work, and that's because I realize, at least America, because it's not everywhere, but America works off the value of, if you can't work, you ain't worth shit, but you still have intrinsic value. So we can't abort you, but at the same time, we're not going to appreciate you and or validate the shit that you've been through, because why did you choose to be a victim and stuff? Why did the community allow that illness to spread so much as well, so rapidly? Why do we know what they have done yet still allow them to be so free? Why do we know but we don't warn so many people loudly? Just because the fact of the matter is, spreading information, regardless if it's true or false, is still considered slander, and that's the fucking problem in the system, is you can't help in any sort of way. If you want to do harm, if you do it bad enough, and if you do it aggressive enough, people won't snitch on you because, well, I don't want that shit done to me. As well as at the same time, even if you're doing good for some reason, people feel jealous and start to get petty and literally snitch on you, so you don't continue to fix problems. That's just like, at the end of the day, the more that you learn, the more you realize there's no such thing as winning unless you can win for yourself. And winning for yourself does not look like winning to everybody else. So at the end of the day, you literally gotta pick your fucking rules, like what you want to follow. You gotta pick what makes you happy, and you gotta realize, fuck what the hell they see. Bitch, it's my life. I gotta enjoy it. You ain't got to. Like, you could criticize all the fuck that you want to, but at the end of the day, that's the only thing you could do. If you could really do more than you would have, but for the fact that it's all you're doing is using your words, I ain't gotta listen. So like, I wouldn't consider myself to be a happy person. I'm just fucking crazy. I'm crazy and I stay moving. If I wasn't always high or at work or something like that, I do realize that I don't know, and it's more or less escaping. I don't believe this is real, but the feelings I feel still feel like they could be real. But at the end of the day, it's just, it is what it is, and I'm not always good for businesses. And I know businesses aren't always good for me, but I'm here for a reason now. I think it's more or less just to figure out issues in places. Or at least what I've come to learn. Like, everywhere I've ever been in, I've been able to figure out what a problem is, and a lot of times I can never fix it. The only thing I can do is just change where the fuck I'm staying. But at the end of the day, I'm still always gonna get into a problematic area. So like, is it me choosing problematic places, or is that just part of my journey to always go where something's broken, regardless if it's in the work environment, the home environment, the spiritual environment, or the sexual environment? I always go where the broken things are. But that's just something about me. I don't know about you, man. Like, you, I feel like as if you're gonna recognize and realize what you see a lot in your life, and like, that's just the shit that I see a lot in my life. Like, I could give a lot of life advice, but at the end of the day, I can't tell you how to live your life. Like, you can't tell me how to live my life. I've had multiple people try to tell me how to live my life, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. So like, at the end of the day, when I give people advice, I'm gonna do what the fuck they're gonna do, regardless if they wanna listen to me or regardless if they don't. Do or don't. At the end of the day, I gotta take that shit with a grain of salt and realize, hey, it's their life, it's not mine. And at the end of the day, even ask me for a peace of mind, or they just want me to listen. Did I even ask the question, or did I just start fucking saying shit? Like, I've been trying to be a lot better about just remembering to ask for permission, because just because you give it doesn't mean they want it. Remember, nobody's entitled to anything. Not your kindness, not your energy, not your smile, not your anger, not even your attention. So therefore, when people choose to be rude, they chose it. I chose to respond nice. They chose to continue to be rude. And I choose to disconnect from the conversation because my next step isn't going to be so nice. But that's my choice. Nobody's entitled to anything. But sometimes I forget that. Most times I try to remember. I'm not entitled to your kindness, so thank you for giving it to me. I don't know, man. Pretty sure the message was deeper in this voice thing, but like, your happiness is whatever you determine it to be. And if you feel like you want to share it with the world, you can. But if you don't want to share it with the world, you don't have to. Just realize, no matter what, they're going to hate you. It doesn't matter what your happiness, it doesn't matter what you fucking do. So at the end of the day, you might as well do the shit that you fucking enjoy doing, because they're going to hate you regardless. Fucking learn that shit, no matter what the fuck I did.